Indeed, and Fiona, we know from Tim Wilson, on a few different fronts, only Liberal to beat a Teal, to win a seat back from a Teal, and also that very effective campaign he ran against Bill Shorten on the issue of franking credits. Yeah,
look, Tim's a professional, but he's charming, but he's going to annoy Jim. He's going to be charmingly annoying to Jim Chalmers, that Jim Chalmers isn't going to be able to handle him. Now, Darrin, you said the small dog tenacity. I mean, you know, I was interested to know what breed you're going to go for there for a second. But, I mean...
I'm happy to go poodle. It's fine.
Tim's going to... Well, see, that's not necessarily a small dog. Like a Jack Russell is the one that can just go and go and go, and he's going to fight for the rights, and that sounds very political, but he's actually going to really fight for what's hurting Australians. And, you know, Tim has the ability of having that cut through. And for Jim Chalmers, he's going to have the spotlight on him that he's not going to know how to deal with, because Tim Wilson is tenacious. And so, look, for those of us sitting on the sidelines with popcorn, this is going to be a spectacular battle to watch. But the best winners here are going to be the Australian public, who are their fights every day, and the conversations over their dinner tables are going to be front and centre of the media and front and centre of every politician in this country. And you know what? That's what matters.
We'll get the first taste of that next week, Fiona. And today, though, from the government, it wasn't a hard call, but the Prime Minister clearly wanting to show he's going to lean in when it comes to this issue of removing Andrew Mountbatten from the line of succession that he wrote to Keir Starmer overnight in order to make Australia's position known. Fiona.
Yeah, game on, punt him, goodbye. Meghan and Harry, goodbye. Beatrice and Eugenie, goodbye. I mean, I think if you're not part of the working royal family and you're not part of that direct line of succession, goodbye. I mean, the charge that's out against him at the moment, I mean, that's very concerning. And you know what? That sort of culture, if it exists within the royal family, this is the exact thing that needs to happen. So, you know, I'm going to give a bouquet to Albo for that today.
Yeah, Darrin, it's not a hard call politically, was it?
Not at all. I think if you were to run a poll, the number of Australians who don't support what Anthony Albanese's done would be in the single digits. It makes common sense. The charges, there's enough noise around Andrew. He's already had his royal titles relinquished. He's been arrested, or he's been taken in for questioning. Look, I think it's time. Goodbye, as Fiona rightly points out. Time to just put that to rest. And the Royals have their own, they've got their own battles to stay relevant. This is not a fight they need. Get rid of him.
Yes, indeed. And Darrin, Fee, just to wrap up, if we can, on the issue of the ISIS brides, Darrin Barnett, it's been an issue that's dominated really the federal political debate over the last week or so. Is the government doing, taking the right path here? They're saying they're not going to help repatriate. Are they doing enough to block the return? That's the view of and the concern among some.
Well, I think the ultimate proof will be whether they come back or not, and that will tell us where that level of resistance was actually put. So hard to say, but I think it's fair to say that the government would prefer to be talking about other things, whether it's Prince Andrew, or former Prince Andrew, whether it's high-speed rail. They'd rather be talking about anything else. So I guess that's the opposition will try to make this front and centre next week. So it's going to be a really interesting week next week. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, it is. And Fiona, I think Darren's right to point to those other matters like high-speed rail, like, any other issue except for that ISIS brides issue and their response to it, because it's just not an easy thing for them to navigate.
Yeah, because Labor have allowed this to tick along for months, if not years. So they haven't been firm. These people are not welcome back in this country, and I think that's as strong as it needs to be. And Labor just need to come out of the blocks really firm on that.
Fiona, Scott, Darrin Barnett, great to see you. We'll catch you both next week. Look forward to seeing you as Parliament returns.